Group Health Dietitian Deb Roussos is here taking your diet and nutrition questions at 270-9933. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Speaking of Happy New Year, lots of resolutions made to eat better and get healthier.
Have already been broken by the third week in January.
Absolutely. So what's the key here?
Well, we're unrealistic. We set goals like we're on The Biggest Loser, that we're going to be able to do that and, full-time job making changes in our lives. So the key is to be a wimp. Set a very wimpy goal, something that you know is very easy for you to achieve, and then go for it. But I think being very specific, make sure that your goal is measurable. I'm going to get fit this year. Well, how am I going to do that?
Right.
I'm going to lose weight this year, but I got to tell myself how I'm actually going to do that. So if I'm going to go to the gym, how many times am I going to go, and how much time do I expect? If I'm a beginner, hopefully I'll only spend 15 to 20 minutes there the first time, because I want to be able to walk the next day and be free to go back and enjoy myself again. And I think the same thing with eating, not just talking about changing my meals a lot, but can I eat more vegetables every day? Am I making sure that I'm getting milk? Am I going to limit my dessert to every other day or something like that? I think those are the main things that people fall apart on, is setting a goal like I'm going to lose 50 pounds and then not really telling yourself how you're going to do it.
And what's the healthy weight loss? I mean,
the slower the better. If you're not rocking the boat, really, you can't even notice that you're losing weight, that's the best way to go. But do you know how many people take me up on that?
I'm sure a pound a week is like...
That would be very good. That's right. 2 pounds is safe. And anything beyond that is not medically safe unless you're under supervision. But at the same time, 1 pound a week is really a big deal, because you're at a 500 calorie deficit a day. If everything looks right on paper, a pound of fat is 3,500 calories. And if you divide it by 7 days, you got a deficit a day of 500 calories between your exercise and your eating. That's fairly easy to do. That's doable.
And is calories the biggest thing to look for, or is it other things?
Yeah, it is calories.
Just calories. I mean,
and the very best diet that you can be on is one that you can stay on. So hopefully you're not going to go either way with a high protein, no carb, or all carb, but somewhere in the middle. We talked a lot about what the plate looks like, and now that's the plate icon for our nation to be eating that way. So hopefully you can see a speck of some kind of vegetables on your plate there, and yeah, those seem to be the missing things.
Realistic goals.
Realistic.
All right, let's get to the phones. We'll start with Debbie. Hi, Debbie. What's your question?
Hi, my question is, I have a mom in a hospital right now with colon cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I would like to know what soft food she can have besides Jell-O when she first gets out of the hospital this Saturday or Sunday.
Debbie, I'm sorry to hear what your mother's going through. I'm probably not the best person to ask, since I work in a clinic and I haven't been in hospital days for about 30 years. I do think that you're probably going to get good instructions when you leave the hospital about what your mother can eat, but ordinarily you'd go with hot cereal, something soft like a scrambled egg, noodles, things that are just mechanically soft and easy to digest and chew. And I'm going to leave it at that, because I don't want to get myself in trouble here.
Yeah,
ask your doctor before she leaves the hospital.
Right, and I think eating anything if you're a cancer patient is weight loss is a
big deal. So just getting appealing food that she can digest. I
have a question. I have a personal question about fish oil, and I just read something that maybe it's not so good for you.
You read about the fact that when we increase our actually, you might have read about, were you reading about vitamin D?
Yeah.
Vitamin D is what I'm thinking about, and the inflammatory response. Right. There was a study, and it was a big study, that looked at having vitamin D, and if we get past a certain amount, which actually isn't very high, they feel that there's an increase in production of CRP, C-reactive protein, which measures how our body is inflamed or not. We think inflammation is the root of all medical problems. However, there are countless studies to show that vitamin D actually prevents heart disease and inflammation. So I don't know that the jury is in, and no one's really making a great recommendation on this. So don't overdo it on the vitamin D, but hang in there with the vitamin D.
And that's like everything else, just moderation.
Yeah, you kind of end our discussion with that each time.
All right. We have to apologize. We had trouble with the phones. There's a lot of calls waiting. We just didn't get through, so stay on the line, and Deb will take your call off the air. We'll see you in a month.
You made me work hard.
It was fun.
It was.
Very informative, as usual. We'll be right back with